Hi there guys, welcome to the video, thank you very much for tuning in, and this here is the Geek 35 from Aikon Electronics and GoFly. This is a 3.5 inch Cine Racer maybe? Cine Racer, Cine Whoop with propeller guards, carbon fiber propeller guards at that. So I've already done a review of this frame, very nice frame. I'll also do a review of the finished quadcopter, as you can also buy this as a ready to go. However, to build this quadcopter I obviously need some electronics. And this here is part of my electronics. The Aikon F7 all-in-one board 60 amp. So an F7 all-in-one board in itself isn't unique, something special. A 60 amp 4-in-1 ESC isn't something special. However, a 60 amp all-in-one board, that is special. So ordinarily I wouldn't make a video of this flight controller. However, again, 60 amp, and it's definitely a different form factor, this all-in-one board. So in my humble opinion that warrants a video. So a short show and tell about this all-in-one board from Aikon Electronics. Here we go.
You serious?
So guys, let's have a quick look what you actually get when you order up the Aikon F7 all-in-one 60 amp board. Let's see what's in this box.
What's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
And okay, you get a power lead with an XT60 already attached. Is the XT60 the appropriate power plug for a application, well, where this board would be used? I think it is. 60 amp, this board will not be used on super light quadcopters, right? Maybe even 5-inch quadcopters. In my case, a 3.5 inch, but a heavier type of quadcopter. So XT60 is appropriate. And you also get a capacitor, some mounting hardware, anti-vibration grommets, and also these brass inserts. Probably to be able to mount this board on quadcopters or frames that have 3mm holes, whereas the board itself has holes meant for 2mm screws. So again, a lot of frames nowadays, new frames, modern frames, come with holes for 3mm bolts. And to accommodate that, you get these brass inserts to fill the space, basically, right? Okay, so that's what you get with the board, and then the board itself, obviously, and very nice, a diagram with the specifications and how to hook things up, right? It's a little small, I must say, but it's also available online, so no biggie. So guys, there you go, our all-in-one board in all its glory. And on first glance you might think, well, yeah, it is a all-in-one board for sure. But what's so special? Why on earth are you making a video about this all-in-one board, the Dutch RC? Well, if you look at this board closely, you'll see that it's a lot bigger than your typical all-in-one board. I'll show you well actually I don't have another spare all-in-one board, but I'll show you a quadcopter with an all-in-one board. And even from that you'll see that this board is a lot bigger. You see, most all-in-one boards or have their perimeters at the mounting points, or maybe slightly beyond that, but more or less at the edge of the mounting points. And from that you can see that this board is a lot bigger. For instance, the USB port over here extends all the way beyond that mounting point over here. But also the FETs, which you see here, the drivers basically of the ESCs, they are almost entirely beyond the mounting points of this 4-in-1 ESC or all-in-one board. And at the bottom, yeah, same at the bottom, right? There's basically heaps of stuff beyond the normal size of an all-in-one board. Even the mounting points for your power leads, completely beyond the mounting points. And so with that also explains why or how Aikon was able to fit a 60 amp setup on an all-in-one board. You've probably seen maybe like 50 or 55 amp all-in-one boards, and I must admit that I always wonder, well, if push comes to shove, can they actually deliver on that? This board, however, this is definitely an interesting board because it should be able to drive like a full-on 5-inch quadcopter, a freestyle quadcopter. I'm actually not aware of freestyle frames with a mounting pattern for this, but yeah, if I come across again a 5-inch freestyle quadcopter frame that can mount this board, I will probably order up another one for that build. With this board you can make slammed, very low slung 5-inch quadcopters. This board, I'd even use it on a 7-inch quadcopter. Now I obviously haven't flown with it, right? But Aikon does have a good reputation. And it's not like they've just said, yeah, this is a 60 amp ESC, good luck with it. But you can see that all electronics on this board are actually physically bigger. These FETs are physically bigger than on your typical all-in-one board. Also, you see 2 coils over here, and that means that this board is DJI ready. One of these is probably a 5-volt coil for the board itself and your receiver. The other one is a 10-volt coil to power, for instance, a DJI setup or other power-hungry FPV setups. Yeah, okay, so other than that, oh, it also has an amp sensor over here. Yeah, other than that, I'm no electronics expert, but size matters in this case, right? Oh, also, all the solder points for your power leads over here and your motors are a little bit bigger. So this all-in-one board will also be easier to work on. Yeah, but that's not really the main gist of this board. I must add one thing, if you were considering this board, do take note of where your solder pads are, for instance for your FV setup over here and over here, and where your USB port is. It depends on the quadcopter or the frame you're using, whether they are in an awkward position or not. Let's actually have a look at a quadcopter I have here with an all-on-board board. Alright, so this won't be super duper clear as this board is in a quadcopter, but you can definitely see that this board, this is a diatone board, extends to roughly, well, slightly over or beyond the mounting point of that all-in-one board. Right, here's the mounting point and it extends a couple of millimeters beyond that. So from that you can see that this board is a lot bigger. And in this case, actually, if I'd mount this board and this quadcopter, my USB port would poke out the back. That would actually work. And yeah, the board itself would probably be a little big for this quadcopter. But okay, so the power leads would poke out the side this way. Yeah, but well, okay, so long story short, if you were considering this board, do take note of where the solder points are and if it would work in your frame, this layout. That's definitely something to take into consideration because of its size and its unusual layout. For instance, on this board over here, it's very hard to see, but the USB port is on the edge between 2 mounting points. Basically, on the other board, my USB port is over here. So completely different layout this board has. Take that into consideration. Alrighty guys, I don't want to waste more of your time. Also, I want to be building my quadcopter. It's a gorgeous frame this, so I want to fly it, obviously. So, do I have to add anything to this? Yeah, maybe the price. This board is not inexpensive. Aikon has a reputation and it's a high spec board, 60 amp. So yeah, but still, even then, this is approximately 150 euros, maybe, well, approximately the same in dollars actually. Yeah, so for that you get a 4-in-1 ESC and an F7 flight controller. But still, it's a lot of money, and if you bust up an ESC you can throw away the entire board, right? So take that into consideration. However, in today's pricing, or in today's world I should say, 150 euros, there are cheaper or less expensive boards to be had in this realm. Well, in the all-in-one realm. So, yeah. You get what you pay for, probably. Even though I haven't flown it, I will. In a couple of days I'll be showing you a video where I fly this combination. Alrighty guys, that was a quick video about this Aikon F7 all-in-one board, 60 amp. Tell me what you think. To me it was intriguing enough to make a video about it, but you tell me in the comment section below what you think of this and its pricing. For now, I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video. Bye bye.